My Terra Luna Classic story might be unique, or if I think about it, when many people have conversed with me, it might not be as unique as I think. But I wanted to tell my story because some people have said, hey, you have the money to buy 103 million Terra Luna Classic, and they don't really have as much because the last video that I put out was about how much I had and also if you had enough. So the comparisons still came on, even though that video was all about how you don't need to compare to anybody else. You need to just look at your situation and make the best of that situation. It still came out to where they compared with me. So I do want to at least tell my story for anybody that is new to the Terra Luna Classic community, or even came halfway through, or came when you saw all of the hype and everything that happened there. You have to understand where my story started with it and how far I've come with this position. So if you guys could make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. If you check out my link for FortisX, feel free to do so. This is a platform that keeps your holdings working for you. So if you have been holding XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, USDT, and many others for a long period of time, you can earn up to 20.24% variable APY with no lockups, and you can withdraw anytime. It's built for the people that have been holding for the longest time so that you can actually make money off of the positions that you've been holding for 5, 6, or 7 years. So make sure you check out that link down below for FortisX and give them a look because they are offering something that honestly could be game changing. So yeah, definitely check it out. But in this video, I want to talk about specifically Terra Luna Classic, and talking about the position, talking about my position, talking about my story. This is not necessarily going into your story. You can take whatever you want from it, but it's mainly looking at where I started. First, before we do get started there, I do want to look at where Terra Luna Classic is today. Understand where it came from there, but understand where it stands right now. It's at 0.00008541, which again, we can get into the overall of how far it is down. But in the last 24 hours, it's down by 13%. The last week, it's down by 19%. In the last month, it's still up by 102%. So it's sitting at a $472 million market cap with $76 million worth of volume and 15% volume to market cap ratio. Now, since that's out of the way, where did my journey start with Terra Luna Classic? My journey actually started with LUNC when the crash happened. So in May of 2022, is when we saw the major crash happen for Terra Luna Classic from a 90 $100 price point, whatever it was, $103, all the way down here to where it stands, if not further than where it was at those low levels. What it tracked on CoinMarketCap was not actually the lowest price. The lowest price that it got to was like 6 zeros and a 6. Some platforms have caught it as low as 6 zeros and a 9, but I bought it the absolute lowest level. So while many people will say my Terra Luna Classic that you can see right here, my Terra Luna Classic sitting at 103 million that's in my possession, they were like, well, you bought it right now and you have the money to buy it right now. Do you know how much I spent on my Terra Luna Classic? Not on just this, but just overall with my movement and positions on the original amount that I bought for Terra Luna Classic. Do you know how much I spent on that? You can take a guess if you already understand or have seen my videos and understand where I came from. Then yes, you know. But if you don't know and you came middle of the road, or you just started to look at Terra Luna Classic now, I only spent $43 on my Terra Luna Classic. I believe I got like 60 plus million. I spent $43 on my Terra Luna Classic. Believe me, I would have bought a lot more. If my bank would have let me buy more, I would have bought a lot more and I would be way better off because of it. I wanted to buy $500 to $1,000 worth of Terra Luna Classic, but guess what? My bank said, well, it seems like you're making a purchase for cryptocurrency, one that you've made plenty of times before on MetaMask. It seems like you want to make a purchase, and we want to deny that purchase until you confirm it. But we're not going to call you and say, hey, do you confirm this or do you approve this purchase? We're just going to make sure that, we wait. And time is of the essence when it comes to these type of things. But yeah, I only was able to buy what I had in my account, which was $43, and bought tens of millions of Terra Luna Classic, at which during that time period of the rise, from about here to here-ish, I ended up making about $6,000 from that. $40 to $6,000 is how much I made. And still having more in the end, right? I ended up having like 19 million, to which I did buy more, get me back up to 40, get me back up to 50 million for the longest time. And more recently, I was able to buy an extra million or multiple millions of it to get me up to 100+ million, taking away from my $6,000 gain, getting me to only a $1,000 gain. That's the story of my Terra Luna Classic, of what I hold, but understanding the different things that have happened since and the things that we were pushing for, that's a whole nother story. So for Terra Luna Classic, there were many mindsets going into it, where you saw the low point and the immediate thought for me was that this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to buy something that's extremely oversold. Yes, you have to find the low, and once you find that low, you can see it rise heavily. Now, honestly, I was lucky to find the absolute lows that nobody has really seen unless you were part of that live stream when we bought. I was lucky to get that low, but still, you find the oversold things, you find the low, and then you experience a lot of that growth as you move forward. Now, I knew that I didn't want to let go of all of it, and that's why I didn't let go of my entire amount of Terra Luna Classic, because I could have. I could have made 30,000, 70,000% gain on, what I had. I could have made literally tens of thousands of dollars off of a $43 investment, but I decided not to do that because I believe that there's so much more left on the table. The burns that were associated with the recovery and how many in the community wanted to do that. You look at the use cases, you look at USTC and, seeing that potentially flourish, seeing Binance that supports it, seeing the different validators in the community that's really getting behind it. If anybody is looking for a truly community-driven coin, this is it. There is no other truly community-driven coin. Like, if you think about it, you have things that have a large community, but they have somebody at the face of it, which is not a bad thing, right? You see the success and you see the things that they are doing, but it's not just community-driven, right? It's not based off of, hey, we put this out here, does everybody agree? We are the board in this case. We are the people that are pushing this thing forward. And as you have more support from bigger, let's say larger money individuals or bigger companies or whatever, right? Then we end up seeing the major success and growth of that right before our eyes. So with all of the unknowns, that's what brought this entire 4 years. As we look at today, we are 4 years from that moment. Do I regret anything that I did within this 4 years? Let's take a step back a little bit. So, if I had my Terra Luna Classic, I decided to sell a portion of it to get me down to 19 or 20 million, then added more, and then added more and added more. Do I regret adding more, or do I regret buying more? Do I regret not selling all of it? Looking back, no, I don't really regret it. I like where I am here today. But as anybody would say, if they could accurately predict where the market's going, they would, sell at the highs and buy at the lows. Of course, if you can accurately predict. But I don't regret what I did because I did not know that would specifically be that high in that moment, or that would specifically be that low in that moment. So everything that I did was to still keep a profit and then also be able to gain and have more Terra Luna Classic throughout the process. 4 years, 4 years of holding this position of moving it to different places. I had it in the station wallet. I removed it from the station wallet because I'm just not a big fan of where the validators were going and where their mindset was, because it just didn't click with me. And it really still doesn't, because I'm a big fan of burns. I'm a big fan of attacking exchanges to try and kind of go, hey, we support burning. You should burn off chain because that's where majority of the volume is. Yeah, I support utility to an extent, but I think utility, especially if we're trying to recover it, we're trying to get back to what old utility was with a new normal, rather than just create new utility based on where we stand here today. Because if we're looking to change, it's not going to be the same. Meaning that that utility or how they function may not be as profitable if we get to a place where we have less supply. So, anyways, it's definitely an entertaining 4 years that we had with this, and I'm still pushing strong, as you can see with the Terra Luna Classic that I have, 103 million, and we're looking for more and more use cases, more and more growth, and I'm looking for another 4 years, somehow, some way. Will it be with 103 million? Maybe not. Will it be with something that I'm holding? Yes, I will have a forever balance. I will have a certain amount that I am looking to hold to see this flourish to its fullest extent. But that's just a simple look at my story. If we want more of a scheduled breakdown of all of the different things that Terra Luna Classic has done, as well as what I've done within that, when that thing happened, whatever that thing was, I can do that as well. But this is just a simple look at my story. I'm still holding strong, still believing in this position, and I think many in the community are still doing the same, right? Want to see success, want to see growth, and we're going to see that. It is truly a sleeping giant with a million people that have it on their watch list. People that truly see that this can have a purpose and have growth and make them money. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, check out the links down below for Fortis X as well as for BTCC. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.